All right, we finally made it. We made it to Sonic Forces. Awesome. So, let's go ahead and get in here and save the day, huh? Exactly. All right, so wait a second. What is this? What is this here? We're blocked by a $2 paywall? What the heck is this? I know, that's crazy. We've never had to do this before. What the heck is going on? What's up, guys? Marjack79 here. And today, I have a little bit of a rant. Well, Sega finally did it. After years upon years of service as a fan, I think they've finally rubbed me the wrong way. Where do I begin? So, I've been a Sonic fan since about 1992. Since the beginning. I played Sonic 1, got it right when the Dreamcast was released. I remember getting it for Christmas. It's probably one of my favorite Christmases as a kid. I played Sonic 2, played Sonic 3, and Knuckles, played Sonic 3D Blast, even though it was a terrible game. I got myself a Dreamcast, played Adventure 2, Heroes. I even played Sonic Shuffle, the Mario Party clone. I skipped Shadow the Hedgehog. That was just too much. I couldn't play that. And then, I got a PlayStation 3 and a Wii, and I even forced myself to play through the dreaded Sonic the Hedgehog 06. That was the first PlayStation 3 game that I owned. And then I played Sonic and the Secret Rings. I also played, I did skip Sonic and the Black Knight. That was just too horrifically bad too. But I did hop back in and I played Sonic Unleashed. That was an awesome game. Aside from the Warhog levels, we won't even get into that. And I also played Sonic Colors. That was probably one of the best Sonic games of all time, along with Sonic Generations. It's also one of the best Sonic games of all time. I skipped Lost World and I hopped back in with Sonic the Hedgehog 4 and the Sonic the Hedgehog 4, the second episode. And of course, I played the masterpiece Sonic Mania that came out this year. So then that brings us to Sonic Forces. Well, before I even hop into Sonic Forces, what did all those previous games have in common? Supersonic. Supersonic was already included in the game and in the story. If you've ever played a Sonic game before, you go through and collect the Chaos Emeralds. You enter the special stages, you get the emeralds, and if you get all 7, then you get to play a Supersonic. Or in some of the later games, you travel through the story, and at the end, your reward is being able to play a Supersonic. The carbon copy of Dragon Ball Z's Super Saiyan Goku. So, like I said, that brings us to Sonic Forces, the newest main entry in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. So, Supersonic was not in Sonic Forces. Why? He's been in every game since the early 90s, other than the original. So why would they not include him in this game here? Well, I tell you why. We're gonna tell you what Sega decided to do. They decided to include him as DLC 2 months after the game's initial release. What? Sega? What are we doing here? That is a complete disregard and / disrespect to your entire fan base and the entire gaming community, for that matter. Why would you take one of the crowning achievements of each main game in your highest rated franchise and make him DLC. That is absolutely insane to me. As a 5-year old kid, I can remember, playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3 and Knuckles, and it was some of my best childhood gaming memories was going through and collecting the Chaos Emeralds and being able to play as a super version of, of one of my favorite video game characters. And what you've effectively done with this game is you've taken away the aspect of accomplishments. Is probably the word that I would use. You know, I reviewed Sonic Forces. A little while back. I'll post a link in the description. But I reviewed it and said that it wasn't that bad of a game. If you liked Sonic Generations or Sonic Colors, then you would probably like this game too. And, I'm borderline ready to just take it all back, just for this simple fact, just for the developer just making this god awful decision to keep this aspect out of the game until 2 months later for a paid DLC. I believe it started out as free, but now it costs $2 on the PlayStation Network and the Xbox Live to be able to play a Super Sonic. Not going through and collecting the Chaos Emeralds like the 25 other Sonic games in the franchise. Now we have to buy it. Insanity. And of course, it happens to fall on the same year as the masterpiece Sonic Mania came out as well. And Sonic Mania wasn't even made by Sega. So what does that say about them as developers? It's almost like they need to sell off the franchise to save it. I would almost say maybe you should just take a cue from them and let them develop the mainstream Sonic game. I think we're at that. I think we're at that point now. I just don't even see a reason to even continue with the main developer from Sega producing the mainstream Sonic games at this point, because they're just going to continue to destroy the franchise. I haven't even mentioned the debacle that was Sonic Boom. I don't even want to talk about that. Now, I won't go as far as saying that Sega's just as bad as a developer. Like, say for example, EA. I still think they're the worst of the worst with the debacle that was Star Wars Battlefront 2. But man, dude, they're definitely not doing themselves any favors with this either. So where do we go from here? How do we get better? I would once again, go back to the drawing board, and I would take inspiration from Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 3, 4, 4 episode 2, Generations, Colors, and even this game, even Sonic Forces. Like I said, the main gameplay in Sonic Forces was fun. It was entertaining, but like I said, the stages were too short and they weren't polished enough. Sonic Forces was at a polished level nowhere near the amount that even Sonic Unleashed had. Now, let alone mentioning Sonic Colors or Sonic Generation. I just don't understand how the development of this game could have gone so bad. We were on the right track. I just don't understand what happened. So, again, we just need to go back to the drawing board and take inspirations from those games. Write up a decent story that includes a Super Sonic in the narrative. You have to include Supersonic in the main story. Just increase the length of each stage from an abysmal 1 minute to at least 3 or 4 minutes tops. I mean, I understand that the stages are focused on speed. I get that, but what was the reason why the Sonic Forces stages were only a minute long compared to Generation Colors and Unleashed speed stages, where some of them were easily 5 to 6 minutes long? It makes no sense. This is a PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One game, so it's definitely not the processing power of the system. So what happened? I mean, it's no excuse. I mean, it's not like the game is not gonna sell. You definitely have the resources. But I mean, I'm about done talking about this. I can rant about this all night. I think I'll just end it by saying that you owe it to your fan base for 25 years of service, for supporting your franchise, to give us the game that we deserve. And anything less than your absolute best is unacceptable at this point. So, you know, if you're a Sonic fan, do me a favor, share this video. Maybe we can get Sega to take notice of the frustration that has touched our one of our favorite games for so long. So, oh, well, all right, guys. I thank everybody for watching. If you want to see more videos just like this, just hit that subscribe button. I would also appreciate a like. If you want to see more, you can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79 and facebook.com/marjack79. I hope to see everybody on the next one. I'll catch you later, guys. Bye.